Welcome to a Revolution to Lead podcast. We bring you daily wisdom and inspiration from the revolution, filled with the greatest minds and talents of all time. When Jesus walked out of his tomb 2,000 plus years ago, he began a revolution against an old way of life. Jesus is not just offering us another self-help strategy, but a brand new reality that is overthrowing the world as we know it. This podcast is all about how we tap into and live out this new reality in order to live the revolutionary life. Our scripture today is going to come from Matthew chapter 23, verse 23. And this is what it says. What sorrow awaits you, teacher of the religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites. You are careful to tithe even the tiniest income from your herb gardens, but you ignore the more important aspects of the law: justice, mercy, and faith. You should tithe, yes, but do not neglect the more important things. Now, I love this verse because so many times I feel like we get caught up in the rules and the religion of things, and we forget the love. We forget that we're supposed to be hope. We forget that we're supposed to be a community, and that by our love, we show the world who King Jesus is. By our justice, by our mercy, by how we treat others. But sadly, the church is not known for defending the poor and uplifting those who can't help themselves, but rather we're known for oppressing the poor. Rather, we're known for taking advantage of the poor and taking advantage of people. And in all throughout the Old Testament and even in the New, we find that God actually is against those who take advantage of those who can't even help themselves. One of the main things that caused God to allow Israel to go in exile into Babylon is they forgot justice. They took advantage of the poor. They charged them high taxes, and they charged them high interest. And they didn't show grace. And God is actually the defender of the poor. God is on their side. And the hope of Jesus is that those who can't help themselves are defended. That in God's kingdom, the poor become the great. And we're all on the same playing field. You see, I love in Luke where Mary sings her song. It actually mirrors the song of Moses after they crossed the Red Sea. And it's all about that God takes her, a lowly woman, and exalts her and allows her to carry the Son of God. And it shows that Jesus is going to oppose the wicked and oppose the powerful and flip the world upside down. That God is going to bring hope. And now many of you might be thinking, well, why doesn't God already do it? Because it doesn't seem like God is fighting. It doesn't seem like God is defending the poor. Because there's so many wicked people that abuse power, especially in the church. And it starts with you and me. God has given us dominion over the earth, and he will not overstep the boundary that he created. It's not that he cannot. It's that he will not go back on his word. So it's me and your job to defend the poor on his behalf, because that is what we are created to do. And one day Jesus will return and do it on his own. But he wants us to prepare the way. He wants us to set the stage for his return, so that we may enter into his goodness, that we have done our job so that when he comes, the stage is set for a complete renewal of the world. So if you're enjoying these podcasts, please rate, subscribe, and show the friend. Because the revolutionary life is not about self-enlightenment, but about changing the world around you. And don't forget my NFT collection on OpenSea. Buy my latest NFT to get access to exclusive content and join a revolutionary community. The NFT name is Join a Revolution. My profile is Austin-Glines. So go out today and be revolutionary.